Hi and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Emily. If you have not subscribed, please go ahead and subscribe and watch all my videos. And today I'm really excited because I'm going to be answering some of you guys' questions. I had posted on Instagram and Facebook a Q&A that I was going to be doing, and here it is. And you guys have asked me some pretty interesting questions and I cannot wait to get into it. I'm really excited. But before we get started, please subscribe. There's a red button thing at the bottom. Please go and click that button right now at the bottom. Anyway, so I wrote down all the questions and put them in this bowl. I hope my mom doesn't catch me. I don't think she has a problem with it. It's fine. Ooh, the lighting changes whenever I put this near my food. Anyway, so I scrambled them up. As you can see, like a lot of juicy stuff in here. I don't know how many are in here because I just wrote them down and then tossed them in here. So yeah, I'm just gonna be answering random questions. Let's get started. So, first question. What languages do you speak or understand? Mewondiamba Jitonga. Nachinyanja timakamba, ndichetezo kamba pokula. But the one I speak best is English. Yeah, it's what I speak best. It's my most fluent language. Yeah, what do you understand by deja vu? What do I understand by deja vu? Deja vu is basically when you see something for the first time but you feel like you've seen it before. And I have like the weirdest cases of deja vu, but like being like a spiritual being, I don't necessarily see it as the scientific definition of deja vu. To me, it's God giving me a chance, because I've had cases where I have like a 2 minutes of deja vu. Like I've literally seen everything I see in like 2 whole minutes. And usually deja vu is like just like a second, 2 seconds, and that's it. But for me, like sometimes it gets like really intense and I know exactly what's gonna happen. I'm like, your phone is about to get lost. I'm kidding. But yeah, it's something like that. When are you dropping your album? So a lot of people ask me this question, and I don't think I've ever given like the answer I'm about to give now. But why I haven't released an album yet is, first of all, I'm a perfectionist. On top of that, my leaders are perfectionists. So that's a dangerous combo, and I don't think I can release work before I'm satisfied with, the singer I have become, because like I feel like my singing could improve, like I could get better. And when I record a song, I want it to sound a certain way and I want it to be perfect. So until that happens, I don't think I can release any music. And on top of that, as I said, I have like really perfectionist leaders, and my producer is a non-nonsense person. So if my music is whack, we're not going anywhere. So my music is whack at the moment. I'm kidding, but be on the lookout. It will catch you off guard. I'm just saying. Who inspired you to be Emily? My parents, because they named me Emily. I'm kidding. So different people, really. I feel like I've changed over the years, and in each phase of my life there were like different people in my life that influenced the person that I was. And right now there's specific people who inspire me to be who I am. People like Stan is an amazing person. People like Tokyo, amazing person. My mentor, my producer, who's also my manager. Like all these people have just given me this knowledge and have inspired me to be who I am. Some of it obviously comes from myself and what I watch and read, but yeah, it's mostly surrounded by those people, and I believe that those people are inspired by God, so I guess it's God. When are you releasing a new song? As I said earlier about my album, when I am satisfied with my work, I'm not gonna release music that doesn't sound good. I just cannot put out work that doesn't satisfy me, because I'm my biggest critic. And if I don't like something, I don't think anybody else is gonna like it. So yeah, this is a big question. I'm gonna read it slowly because me and reading are just not. What are your views on anxiety as a Black young woman? With us, it's considered wanting attention or being a wreck. What views do you have And what do you think we can do to get help? Because I've heard people say that Black people don't need therapy. They go to the salon or the barber shop. Interesting. How I deal with anxiety. Okay, let's start with how people think that you're seeking attention. I have had some cases where people thought I was seeking attention, but let me tell you something. When someone has anxiety and they tell you they have anxiety, yes, they are seeking attention because they need help. So that attention that they are seeking, it's help that they need. So you need to take it serious and talk to these people. And one thing that I feel helps anxiety sometimes is attention, especially from loved ones. If people are showing you care and everything, sometimes it does help. As a woman, though, men, please don't attack me because this question was centered on women, so don't attack me. I'm not the one who asked this question. As a woman, I actually feel like women get more attention than men when it comes to anxiety sometimes. Who am I kidding? I don't know. But that's just based on, what I've seen. It could be different for somebody else. But that's what I think. But that doesn't mean that you should neglect one for the other. Like, everybody needs the same type of help. And also, not everybody is going to understand the kind of help that you need. And not all kinds of help are going to actually help. Different things work for different people. But what I think always works is God. And this might sound a little bit harsh, but like, anxiety is easy to get out of. It is. What I think is we need to maintain a certain type of environment. We need to maintain the knowledge that we consume. I think it takes a certain specific type of knowledge for you to, and consistency for you to kind of, balance that anxiety of yours. If it's not yours, do not claim that word. It's a bad word. And yeah, for me, like, what has worked the most is God and praying. Like, I know, like, when you have anxiety, like, praying is the last thing you want to do. You probably want to sleep or like drink or get high or something that would just get your mind off of it. But like, praying is like one thing that has really worked, because the more I spend time praying and speaking to God, the more my mind calms down, and the faster the anxiety goes away. I don't know what that sound is. Oh, it's the television. Sorry. We're gonna have to get used to that. But yeah, that's how I deal with it. And I can say I've had more challenges as a female as opposed to males, because I think everybody deserves the same type of attention when it comes to that stuff, depression and everything. So yeah, but one thing I will tell you is, like, just don't confide in the wrong people. Find a leader, especially church leaders are like the best people you can go to. Find a leader. Females, don't go to a male person, and males don't go to a female person. Just go to the same sex person and confide in them, tell them what's going on, and hopefully they will help you. Yeah, I with my experience, I don't think it's safe to ever confide in the opposite sex. I'm telling you, I've ended up in trouble because of it. Why do you think millennials are considered unruly, selfish, and envious? First of all, I don't think that. But some parts could be true, because I feel like our generation has some of the most selfish people. Or maybe it's because it's the generation I'm in, or that I've been put in. I don't know. But if that really was the case, I think it solely has to do with what we consume. The music we listen to, who we listen to, because there's a lot of woke people these days. So, they're going to give out all this information, and that's just where we get all our knowledge. I don't entirely agree and say that millennials are selfish, but yeah, it is what it is. Why did you delete your Instagram photos? Okay. Why did I delete my photos? So I had always wanted to delete them. I'm all about new beginnings. I'm all about starting over. I like to start over because how much we make mistakes. So I had always wanted to do it, but then my management team suggested that I take all my pictures down so I can start afresh with like better pictures. So yeah, that is why I deleted. My other pictures on other platforms are still there, so you have nothing to worry about. Are you a model? I wish. I'll tell you that. No, I am not a model. I've actually gotten people tell me that, you know, I look like one, but trust me, when you get into the industry, that is not the case. So I've auditioned a little bit here and there, not for pageants, because I have done pageants when I was a kid. I did that, but like when I spoke to like designers or magazine owners or whatever, I got different types of comments that I never thought I would get. Some told me that I was too short. Some people told me I was too skinny, and some told me that I was too fat, which didn't even make sense because I was skinnier than I am right now. Weird, right? Crazy. So I think like the industry has its own way of operating, and like we don't really have control of that unless you have somebody ahead, you know, somebody up there, connections. And I happen not to have those connections, and you know, here we are. I'm not a model. What is your aspiration in life? My aspiration is to love. Yes. I know some people might think that is out of the ordinary or strange or weird, but my aspiration is to love. I think like one thing that has been huge in my heart, that has taken up all the space in my heart, is love. And I just love the idea of love, and I love love. I love to love. I love giving love. As much as I love receiving it, but I feel like love is about sacrificing your selfish needs, sacrificing what you want for others. So I want to give, but I don't mind if I'm not giving back what I give. And you know, for some people who've gotten to experience my kind of love, they know how selfless that I can be when it comes to loving others. So yeah, I don't mind that. I think the biggest thing would be if people appreciated that. But at the end of the day, none of that matters, because love is all about giving without expecting to receive. Imagine Jesus. You know how many people deny him every day and he still loves them and chases after them? Crazy. All right, guys, that was part 1 of the Q&A. So please be on the lookout for part 2. I'll be answering the rest of your questions. I think I'm gonna have it right after, so you don't have to wait for it. I'm gonna post them at the same time. Don't worry about it. So thank you so much for watching. Look out for the next video.